Good morning. Good afternoon. Grand Rising. All that great stuff. I know I'm not morning this morning. I'm pretty happy today though. But you know, rise and shine to everybody. So I wanted to talk to you today. I'm walking with Cooper, of course. And he is trying to sniff up everything. But I wanted to finish talking to you on the second part of religion, relationships, and recovery. So last week, I believe I talked to you about, the tragedy of religion and how it leaves you unable to, I want to say, live life and apply life. So I just got off the phone with one of my friends, really good friends for years, and we actually left the religious order about the same time. We didn't influence each other. It just seemed to have happened that way because we're learning at different stages, and all of a sudden, we just kind of woke up to a new awareness. So we're talking about when we were coming out of religion, it was a lot of unlearning old habits, old habits that didn't really do us any good. And what happened was, in doing all of that, we had to spend, I want to say, hours really studying the Bible the way that we should have, which is really nothing but a history book of, different people's ideas on, or, ways of thinking when it came down to certain parts of whatever they were doing, that had to do with the Bible. History, viewing Jesus as he did his work. There were so many views of what he did from different, apostles and, writers. And then you have Mr. King James, creating his version. There's several versions out there. But I just wanted to, share my experience with that. So once I really got ahead of hearing what God was really intending for me, like hearing the noise, not the noise, but the silent voice. It wasn't the noise. The noise was really the order of it, the brainwashing of it. Not until, and it's weird, not until I went to China did I really have an awareness, awakening to what religion really was doing for me. Uh, I spoke to you last week about what when I went to church and why I went there, because I, if you go to Jesus, he will take all your burdens away. Give them to him and he will take them all away. When in actuality, as we studied, my friend and I, as we sat and studied, literally God made it possible, or the universe made it possible for me to be available for almost 6 months. And I stayed at her house and we actually worked on unlearning some of the things that we had learned or was told, not even learned, or was told, which was tragic because they were all on their level of education. The knowledge they gave us was on their level and was never researched. It was never challenged. It was just spoken, repeated. And so doing a lot of that really helped gain clarity because, man, was I angry. I was angry with God. I was angry with the people that was in that group of people. I was angry. I was angry that I was duped and not told the right thing. In all actuality, finding out clearly now that I was broken and should have been told to go when I went there. Just like a hospital, if they cannot help you, they tell you to go to your primary care. They fix the situation temporarily, and they tell you to go to your specialist or go wherever you need to go. Church is really just that. It's the stop in. It's get the information you need to proceed. And boy, did I not listen to that, because if we go by Jesus' life, we did not even read it right or apply it right, because Jesus did not have a church. He traveled, something most people don't do. He traveled the world, and he had people that met him around the route, but he had, supporters, people have support him, but he did not have a church. So we're doing things that, you know, if we believe in Jesus so well, we're doing things that Jesus didn't do. So I just wanted to share that with you this morning. And I really wanted you to take a look at this, really take a look at it, and I'm saying it because we have to recover from this, because we have to be some viable use in this world, and we have to be that, because that's what we're here for. And when we're being separatism, when we're creating that separate world, when we don't like this one, we don't want to talk to this one, we can't work with this one, that's not what Jesus did. Not at all. And we need to stop lying on Christ. He was a metaphor for us. That's what the book was written for. This is what you're supposed to be doing and more. Simple as that. And we've taken it and made this thought of Jesus our God. And if we go by the Bible, the 10 Commandments said that we have no other God before him. And it's like, so if you're doing that, yeah, I'm walking around, share with you that, make sure that you're really focused on disseminating all the information and making sure that it is correct. Not something you heard, not something you're standing for and that you're repeating, but that's something that you really believe in, not because you're hurt, and make yourself feel better. So if you're hurting, go to a therapist. If you're hurting, you need support, go to counseling, go to a group, do something other than church, because church is not where you're going to find it. You're going to find the same people there. They're going to hurt you just as much, because they're people, they're humans, they're not gods. They are not God's messengers. You get the message from God directly. So we've made this, space for this to happen in our lives. And let me tell you, it took 29 years of my life. Boy, did I suffer. Wasn't happy. Hurt people along the way. Had to have forgiveness. Had to have a way to change things. But I think this opportunity here is something that you should consider and talk about. If you have comments that you have, post them under my picture, under the video. I'll be glad to answer them, and we'll have a conversation. Hey, I don't want you to go at me, because I'm not going at you. I'm just sharing my experience. It's my POV. So talk to you all later, and you have a wonderful day. Hope things work out for you today. And enjoy some of the sunshine. October weather.